welcome, guys, to Big Beard and Friends episode 238. That's 238 weeks, 238 Fridays, 238 shows and installments of this that I call my passion project, and I'm glad that you can be a part of it. Tonight I'm going to give you 50 interesting facts. I'm telling you, these facts are so out there that I've not read all of them. I don't like proofreading a lot of these things because I like finding out when we do. I like finding out because it's fun that way. It makes it feel, more authentic in my opinion, and makes me know that you never know what to expect. I mean, if I proofread everything that came through here, I probably wouldn't want to read everything, I guess. Some things are not, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Anyway, first and foremost, as I start every show, I want to go ahead and say that if you are in a place where you don't talk about, where you want to heal from, where you know you are mentally, where you know you may be, and no one else knows, I hope that you get out of that place, and I hope that you understand that you're not alone. And I know I say it week after week, but always know that there's somebody who hears these messages for the first time. And, it's like a joke. When you hear it over and over and over and over, it becomes, less funny. But to someone else, it is the first time hearing it. So, once again, if you are in a place where you are down and out, you feel like you don't belong or don't want to belong or don't want to fit in or can't fit in, maybe you should step aside, step back, take a break, and realize who you really are. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay. It is. I promise. Tonight's show, I think, is going to be all right because I'm going to give you 50 facts, as I said. But all the jokes and all the fun facts and all the stuff that I say week after week after week after week, that is all kind of irrelevant when it comes to our health. Now, bring this stuff to us and to people watching that do watch it and do tune in. Whenever you're watching, I bring it to you week after week because, one, it's a passion project of mine, and two, I like to stay true to what I say. It's a break from the norm. What is normal? Whatever. We have all kind of bull crap that we're going through, and in this world, that we're forced to see with our eyes, and we hear about in the news, and we look out of our bedroom windows and our front doors and in our backyards, and we see just hatred and bull crap all over the place. So I do try to just at least make you win some bar bets, or just know you know it. Some of my friends are like, "You're so full of useless knowledge. Big Beard, your knowledge is just so useless." Okay. Well, let me tell you something. You go on a game show, you'll be calling me, okay? And matter of fact, don't call me. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's go ahead and move into tonight. I hope I can squeeze all this in, and if not, I'll have to make a two-part of it. Number one on the list tonight. I say number one. We're going to do a countdown starting at 50. So 50 on the list. Here it is in no particular order. I am reading them. I'm getting this from sciencefocus.com. So you can go to sciencefocus, one word, .com. And that is where I'm getting these. Number 50 on the list tonight to start it off with, going backwards on this lovely, lovely Friday here at 61 degrees at 4 past the hour. Most ginger cats are male. If you have a ginger cat or you know someone who does, they're saying that most of them are male. There are roughly 3 ginger males to 1 ginger female. And it's because the ginger gene is found on the X chromosome. And meaning like female cats would require 2 copies of the gene to become ginger, while males only need 1. So there you go. Most ginger cats are male. I don't know. All right, going 49. If I lose the order, I'll lose the order. I'm just going to go next, okay? Your nails grow faster in hot summer. This is probably due to the increased blood supply in the fingertips that we have going on. It could also be because you're less stressed while on holidays, so, you know, less likely to gnaw away at them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We bite our nails. We do that. Insects can fly. There's another one here. Let's go. Let's try it anyway. 48. Insects can fly up to 3.25 kilometers above sea level. That's like, they can even fly in lab conditions if they were just right and replicates the air density. They at like 9 kilometers. That's like just higher than Mount Everest, I believe. I'm not good at kilometers, but I want to tell you that's, yeah, do the math. 47 as we go backwards from the 50 count. There's a planet mostly made from diamonds. It's called 55 Cancri. I don't know if I'm saying that right. We'll call it the 55 planet. It's around twice the size of Earth and some 40 light years away from us, within the Cancer constellation. So it is Canceri. Excuse me, I don't know if I'm saying that one right at all. All right, let's do this. So 47 up on the list. There's, I said 47, sorry. 46, these are going to be some fun facts. The animals can be allergic to humans. Did you know that? Most people didn't have a clue that animals can be allergic to humans. That's right, to our dead skin, our dander. It is a true thing. We have dander on us as well, just like, well, they do. Dirt, dander. What's going on, Nick? What's going on there with you, brother? So, you know, I mean, the reactions can be like ours. They can include their breathing difficulties, and their skin irritation can be just like ours when we're allergic to them. That's kind of makes you, you know, think like, never thought that way about, you know, I don't know, let's go. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Okay, I'm on 45. I'm making sure I'm doing this right. All right, we're going backwards on the list tonight. Being bored is actually a high arousal state. Yeah, that's because when you're bored, your heart rate increases. I'm not going to get into that one. I'm not going to do that. Let's do that one here. 44 on the list tonight is platypus sweat milk. Yeah. Did you know that at all? I didn't know that. I just now found that out when you did. It's because it doesn't have teats. Platypus sweat milk because they don't have teats. Milk appears as sweat in a platypus, but it's an aquatic mammal. So actually, it doesn't sweat at all. I don't know. Look that one up. Whatever. Number 43, going backwards here. Lego bricks withstand compression better than concrete. So what do you think about that one? An ordinary plastic Lego brick is able to support the weight of 375,000 other bricks before it fails. I'm wrapping my head around this. I can't believe that. I mean, theoretically, it would let you build a tower nearly 3.5 kilometers in height, scaling up to the house-sized bricks. However, all that would just cost way too much. Way too much. Wow, you think about that? I don't know. Where are we at now? I got to do the 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43. It is. We are on 2. Okay, I don't need to count anymore. I now got it. marking them off here, checking them off as we go there. Martial artists who smile before the start of a match are actually more likely to lose. And one of the reasons they say this is it could be as a smile can convey fear or submissiveness, you know? So if you're in the martial arts and you're not going to lose, or you think you might lose, or even it crosses your mind, just don't smile. Don't smile, maybe. I don't know. Let's go to 41. It's almost impossible to get too much sugar from fresh fruit. Some of you people that are watching or not even care, even hear it, may go, oh no, fruits and veggies are bad. Listen to me. It is almost impossible to get too much sugar from fresh fruit. While the sugar in fruit is mostly fructose and glucose, fructose is what's converted into your fat, into your body. You can't get too much sugar from fresh fruit. Fresh fruit contains a lot of fiber and water, which slows down your digestion, and it actually makes you feel full. So all those people bashing the fruits and veggies and don't be eating them, especially in this sense, I'm talking about the fruits, fresh fruit. I don't care what you have to say. I don't have to listen. Nobody has to listen. I know what I read, and if it's wrong, it's wrong, and if it's not, it's not. You be your own judge. On 40 on the list tonight, backing down from the top 50 of this going down. You don't like the sound of your own voice because of the bones in your head. This may be because the bones in our head make our voice sound deeper. Can't do nothing about it. We don't like our voices. I don't like really hearing mine. There's just things that I think I'm good at selling whatever I'm selling, the product, the voice, the pitching, if you will. I think I'm good at that. But it's, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Nobody does. All right, 39. A rainbow on Venus, the planet Venus. A rainbow on Venus is called a glory. It's appearing as a series of colored concentric rings that these are actually caused by the interference of light waves within the droplets. So it's rather than that reflection, it's refraction and dispersion of lights, which makes the rainbow apparently on Venus. So there you go. It's called a glory. So if you lived on Venus or you talk about Venus, you don't say, look at that rainbow. You just say, look at that glory. I don't know. Makes you kind of, wonder why is it different. I don't know. Let's hear it again. 38, counting down on this 50, going backwards. Protons look like peanuts. Did you know that? Rugby balls, bagels, and spears, matter of fact. Protons come in all different shapes and sizes, with their appearance changing based on the speed of smaller particles within them. And they're actually called quarks. You want to break that down, protons within the protons are called quarks. Q-U-A-R-K-S. So quarks. You want to protons and what's with, quarks. Very cool. Look at that. 37 on the list here is mirrors facing each other don't produce infinite reflection. Each reflection will be darker than the last and eventually fade into invisibility. Mirrors absorbing this, they absorb that fraction of the energy of the light that's striking them. The total number of reflection mirrors can reproduce is only like a few hundred. But it's really cool. I went to the museum one time. I don't know if you guys ever been and seen anywhere for that matter. I seen these two mirrors that are facing each other, and one of them had an eye hole cut out, right? I think it was at the Fernbank Museum in Atlanta. And these mirrors are facing each other, and you look in there, and you can see they had a couple of light bulbs in there, and you could see into infinity. But apparently, that's not what we were doing. It's only just a few hundred. It's not like you think. It's not like you think at all. 35 on the list, or 36 here, I think. Um, there may be a cure for evil. Yeah, well, a cure psychopathy. Anyway, psychologists argue that aspects of psychos, if you will, psychopathy. That's not even a word. Why did I say that? They argue that the aspects can be cured by a cognitive behavioral therapy. So people in labs have been researching the cure for evil. It's based on empathy and to help with regret and empathy. They formed a study or cured this cognitive behavioral therapy to try to cure evil. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's go down the list at 35. I think I'm doing this right. 35. All mammals get goosebumps. Yes, whatever you would like to call them in any shape, form, fashion. Goose pimples, goosebumps, raised hairs, arm boogers. I don't know what you want to call them. When your hair stands on end, tiny muscles are actually contract at each hair's base, which distorts the skin to create these goosebumps that we have. The process is called piloerection. I think I'm saying that. Piloerection. Maybe I'm not saying that right. But it's present in all mammals. Hair or fur is used to trap an insulating air layer. So, yeah. I feel like a dork knowing some of this stuff. But anyway, moving on to 33. I'll say that right. Football players spit so much because exercise increases the amount of protein in saliva. So if you're up for that and you're wondering why they spit so much, it's a mucus that makes your saliva thicker. So when you're exercising, you make more of it, and that's what you do. You just all right, let's count down here. Am I doing that one right? 33 or 32. Some animals display autistic-like traits. I'm not going to get into this one, but they include a tendency towards repetitive behavior and atypical social habits. I'm not even going to get into that. Let's go on to the next one. The biggest butterfly in the world has a 31-centimeter wingspan. I don't really know what that is because I'm here in the U.S. and I don't know what that is. But I'm sure I can find out. You can find this in the forest of Oro Province in the East Papua New Guinea. So if you're in the Papua New Guinea for any reason, you'll see the largest butterfly. And they're found, I don't know about everywhere, but like I said, in those natural forests. So it kind of makes it like, all right, moving on. You remember more dreams when you sleep badly. So all you bad sleepers out there. Research suggests that if you sleep badly and wake up multiple times throughout the night, you will be more likely to recall the content of any dream that you had. You're also more likely to remember a dream when woken from one. When you're woken up from a dream, you'll tend to say, hey, I remember that, or I don't remember this. It was hard. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna say, hey, I got the whole entire dream. All right, let's move on here. I think it's on 30 here. You could sweat when you're anxious to alert others. Did you know that? We don't know when you're nervous, when you're anxious, why we sweat. They don't when it comes to anxiousness, but we evolved to sweat while anxious. While anxious, we've evolved. They think that we have evolved to sweat, to alert the brains of other people around us so they're primed for whatever's making us anxious. I don't know, brain scans have revealed so much that we have in this world that when you snip the sweat of a panic-induced person, regions in your brain that handle emotion and social signals light up. It's kind of weird, kind of awesome at the same time. So when you're anxious, your sympathetic nervous system releases hormones, and includes adrenaline, because we go through this adrenaline, obviously, and that activates your sweat glands. So, yeah. 29 on the list here tonight, moving backwards from 50 on the countdown of the 50 interesting facts that I have. A lightning bolt is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. If you've ever wondered about it or ever thought, how hot is a lightning bolt? I don't know if you have, but I mean, you're talking, it's so intense that it is like a 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What? That's outrageous. Moving on to 28 here, coming back on the countdown, if I keep my countdown right. The longest anyone has held their breath underwater is over 24 and a half minutes. A world record for breath holding underwater was achieved by Croatian Budimir Sabat on March 27th, 2021. He held his breath for a total of 24 minutes and 37 seconds. On average, a human can hold their breath between 30 to 90 seconds. And this dude, Budimir Sabat, he's Croatian, held his for 24.5 minutes. 24 minutes and 37 seconds is what it is. 24 minutes and 37 seconds he held his breath. I'm never fighting that guy near any amount of water in my life. I don't want to fight anyway, but we're not doing that one. No. Wow. I don't know. 27. Did you know the moon is shrinking? This is true. This is what they're telling us. The moon is shrinking, but only very slightly. It's about 164 feet in radius over the last several 100 million years. Mysterious seismic activity known as moonquakes. Yeah, moonquakes. Not earthquake, moonquakes. So where it starts, it's crazy. But that could be a factor of why the moon is shrinking. Is it shrinking for real? Is it not shrinking? I don't know. Let's move on. Dogs tilt their heads when you speak to them to better pinpoint familiar words. Did you know that? Now you do. Now you do know that. Okay? All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving right along. Keep moving right along to 25. If the Earth doubled in size, trees would immediately fall over because the surface gravity would be doubled. Bam! It's over just like that. Smack, mack, mack, mack. 24. Mercury, not Venus, is the closest planet to Earth on average. So what do you think of that? I don't know if you ever thought about that or not. Mercury, not Venus, is closer to us. My very eager mother just served us 9 pizzas. Oh, don't say Pluto. Get over yourself. All right, moving on. Flamingos are not born pink. They actually come in the world of gray and white feathers. Develop a pinkish hue after starting a diet of brine shrimp and blue-green algae. So there you go. You always wanted to know about your pink flamingos. You can do that. Did you know you can smell ants? Boom! I have been telling people this for years and years and years and years, and I'm telling you right now, you can smell it. It's a chocolatey smell. When they annoyed, citronella ants earn their name from the lemony odor that they give off. I have said this for absolutely years and years and years and years. People who eat whatever they want and stay slim have a slow metabolism, not a fast. Duh. And they brag about this. Number 20 on the list tonight as we go. Earth is 4.54 billion years old. Did you know that? Number 19. I got to keep going here, folks. Got 5 minutes. Electrons might live forever. Scientists estimated the minimum lifetime of an electron is 66,000 yada years. That's 5 quintillion times the age of the universe. That is scary. You want to think of something scary, you think of that. That's what you do. Beavers don't actually live in dams. Technically, they live in a lodge they build behind a dam within a deep pool of water. So maybe you can do that one too. Understand that as well, people. Look, the average dinosaur lifespan was surprisingly small. Between 16 and 22 years, and maybe up to 33, was only the Tyrannosaurus Rex that we love oh so dear. Did you know that someone left a family photo on the moon? When Apollo 16 astronaut Charles Duke landed in 72, he decided to leave a photo of his 2 sons and his wife, and they remain up there till this day. I lost count there. We're going to keep going. It rains methane on Saturn's largest moon. So on the largest moons of Saturn, it smells like fart. Titan is the only moon in our solar system with a dense atmosphere and only body, except Earth, with liquid rivers, lakes, and seas fed by rainfall. The rainfall isn't water, though. It's liquid methane. Yuck. Giraffes hum to communicate with each other. If you've ever been around a giraffe, then you know this is true. Sometimes you'll hear them making a little low noise. A low noise is the hum. So, it could be a form of contact call between them who have been separated from their herd. Some think it's that they sleep talk to. So, it could be something with the sleep talking. Not real sure. Glass sponges can live for 15,000 years. This makes them one of the longest living organisms on Earth. The immortal jellyfish could theoretically live forever, but scientists are not sure about the immortal jellyfish. Wow. So you have a 50% chance of sharing a birthday with a friend. Any group of 23 people, 2 will probably share a birthday. Wow, that's kind of cool. Murder rates rise in the summer. New car smells a mix of over 200 chemicals. Sea level isn't actually level. You inhale 50 potential harmful bacteria every time you breathe. You can think about that one next time you do that. Our dead cells are eating by other cells in their body. Don't worry, it's meant to happen. Your white blood cells, actually, whose job it is to digest other cells, will take over and you will actually eat itself. Smells can pass through liquid. Bats are not blind, despite the famous idiom. Let me tell you, bats indeed can see, but they use an even more famous echolocation to find their prey. And look, finally coming up here, right here on, we got the 48 one here. Going backwards is what I'll say. Going backwards, we got 3 left. Pine trees can tell if it's about to rain. Next time you see a pine cone, take a closer look. If it's closed, that air is humid, and that could indicate that rain is on its way. You can't fold a piece of A4 paper more than 8 times. Try that and get back to me on that one. And finally, to come up tonight on number 1 of Taking Us Home, laughing came before language. How do we know that? Researchers tickled baby apes, which beyond being adorable, show that they have the same structure as our ancestors millions of years ago. So this says here, you can find it on sciencefocus.com. Language came about much, much, much later. That's all I have for the 50 fun facts tonight. I promise the facts. Never a dull moment here. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I got many more. I squeezed these in tonight. 50 was pushing it because I didn't know how far along I was going to get. I hope that you guys have learned something of these quick and easy, quick, fun facts. And enjoy yourself, enjoy each other's company, and learn to get along and stop fighting. If you are one of these people who are living and having fun, do it while loving, praising God, getting your religion on, whatever it is that makes you happy, you find it. And if you're one of these people that take advantage of other people and people that just completely walk over people, reevaluate your life. Stop doing what you're doing. More than anything, what are those 3 words? Love, peace, chicken grease. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Presentations.